What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mark here with the Better Mark. Let's break down the Tuesday, April 23rd Major League Baseball card, right? We're going to get into each and every game. I'll give you guys my indication on each side and total, if there is one, as well as a couple props along the way. And I'll have 5 best bets to get you guys on your way within this video, and we'll recap yesterday's plays as well. So like I said, let's get down into it. And make sure you all subscribe down below and smash that like button if you have not already done so. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's try to get 200 likes in this video, all right? And let's get down into it, okay? The big one here is a recap of yesterday. Let's talk about it, what we were able to do on the card. It was a 3-2 decision, I believe, where we got it done with the exception of the over in the Baltimore game and the Milwaukee Brewers game, I believe, was the other pick out there that did not come home. But we did cash 3 winners, okay, and was able to become profitable due to the plus nature in a lot of those odds that we took yesterday, okay? So that's kind of what we had going on. That's my recap. So another day where we were able to cash. Not a great day, but it was a day where we were able to come out ahead, which by all accounts, I'll take that over a red day, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get down into it. The first game up on the card is the Boston Red Sox taking on the Cleveland Guardians, and this is one where we look into this matchup between Tanner Houck and Ben Lively. I do lean towards taking the Red Sox on the road, all right? I'm a big fan of Tanner Houck. This is one where, quite frankly, it's probably going to get on my card. I'm going to do a little bit more research in this game. I want to see a little bit more within the Guardians. I think they're, by all accounts, in full disclosure, I am a Cleveland sports fan. So I like to preface that by saying that in all of my videos, because I do take the emotion out of betting. But the Guardians, I think they're going to do for a little bit regression. So the Boston Red Sox, I think at a price at minus 104, is definitely appealing to me. That's something where I am probably going to lock that in a little later, closer to first pitch. Big fan of Tanner Houck, like I said. 3-1 on the season, 1.35 ERA, 28 strikeouts. I think there's some value in taking that. And that's kind of what we're going to do. So let's lock it in, right? Let's lock it in. Red Sox minus 104 on the road. Take that money line, okay? I look for also a possibility in this game to see a lot of runs from the Red Sox, and one where the over 8 would be in question, but there is a small chance that Houck basically gets it done on his own, and the Red Sox win by margin, maybe even shutting out the Guardians in this contest. So that's where we're going to be. We're going to take the Red Sox on the money line as our first official play. All right, next game up is Christopher Sanchez, Andrew Abbott, Phillies, and the Reds, okay, playing in Cincinnati, 6:40 first pitch. No play for me in this, okay. I would lean towards taking the Phillies on the road, as always, but one where you look at these two pitchers, sub-3 ERAs, the total kind of jumps off the page, maybe the under 9 on FanDuel at a minus 115 price, but nothing really one side or another for a lean or indication. Okay, so no official play for me in that contest. All right, Brewers Pirates next game up, another one where we don't really know who's throwing for the Brewers, and both of these squads have had kind of some success in different ways. And for the Brewers, their bats are getting kind of lively. Bailey Falter on the mound for Pittsburgh. Another one where I kind of like the road team in this game, minus 105, money line price out there on the Brew Crew. See if they can get it done on the road in Pittsburgh. That's kind of where I would lean in this one, but no official play. Okay. Next one, we will have an official play. It's going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers traveling to play the Washington Nationals. This is one where I look into this game, and I want to take the Dodgers. We're going to be taking the over 5.5 team runs. I know that's a little bit high, basically betting that the Dodgers score 6 runs out the get-go, okay? But I do think, especially with having the at-bats in the 9th inning, this is something, and we're going to play off of the sheer fact that Patrick Corbin, 8 ERA, I don't foresee him going long in this game. If there's any game where the Dodgers lineup gets right, it would be against Patrick Corbin and the Nationals, okay? And being the listed pitcher, this is something where I'm definitely going to get behind. Maybe not the price of the minus 200 money line that we're seeing out there with the Dodgers, but I do think the chance of them having that offensive output and scoring 6+ runs is definitely in the cards. So let's take the Dodgers team total over 5.5 runs in this matchup, okay? Next game out is going to be the Tigers Tampa Bay Rays. Strong lean towards Tampa Bay. Really like Ryan Pepio going against Kenta Maeda. I think that's a matchup where Tampa Bay has the clear pitching advantage. I look for them to do some damage offensively. Last time out for Maeda, not a really good start. And I believe that I can't remember who they were playing, but the game that Maeda pitched, I think it went double digits for both for against the Tigers. So over to 7.5 is definitely appealing for Tampa Bay, as well as the money line. Just not looking to get behind it at a price of minus 152. I think the Rays could score 7 runs against the Tigers themselves. So the over 7.5 is a little bit fishy, kind of jumps off the page as well. But no official play, just a couple strong leans in this matchup, okay? Next one is the Oakland Athletics, New York Yankees. This is one where we're going to look and we're going to lock in the Yankees under 8.5 runs at a price of minus 130. Paul Blackburn going against Marcus Stroman. Paul Blackburn, by all accounts, may be the best pitcher in baseball thus far through the season. That sounds kind of hilarious, but his outings have been quite fantastic. Okay, 1.08 ERA, 2-0 officially on the season. All right, and there's some good value in taking the A's at a money line price of plus 190, even a minus 110 on the run line at plus 1.5. That's being offered by BetMGM. But we're going to get behind the under. We're going to lock in the under 8.5 in this matchup. Okay. And also, I do want to take the opportunity to pull up the odds jam right here. These are the odds that we're going off of. Okay, this is where I use for every one of my breakdowns. Also, every bet I make, I do use oddsjam. Make sure you guys all give them a look. Positive EV betting, bet tracking, arbitrage opportunities. We're going to get into some arbitrage stuff a little later down the road. But this is something where in truly making the best bet possible, oddsjam definitely gives me an advantage. They are a channel sponsor, so using my promo code TBM, you'll get 35% off your monthly subscription and or annual plan if you elect to sign up for that when you guys get signed up for oddsjam. So click my link down below and get started with oddsjam today. All right. But let's get back into the picks. The next game on the card is the Miami Marlins, Atlanta Braves. We look at Trevor Rogers going against Max Fried, and Max Fried kind of a letdown, a little bit of a disappointment for the Braves. And sneakily, the Braves are a 15-6 ball club, coming off of their last loss against the Texas Rangers, looking for a get-right spot, going against a lefty. I really, truly like the Braves in the spot, and I think the money line agrees with me at a price of minus 235. It's just too juicy. I'm not touching the Marlins. They're on my no playlist for a while now. So I'll be laying off of this game, especially until we see a nice performance for Fried. So no play for me in this one. Okay, Houston Cubs, J.P. France, Jordan Wicks almost made the card in taking the over 9.5. A little too high, so I'm going to stay away from this one. Okay, no indication on side or total. Probably would lean towards taking the Cubs at home. The Astros 7-16 on the season. Probably the biggest letdown story in Major League Baseball. So let's see them get back on track before we start backing the spacemen out there in any game in this season. Okay. Next one up is the Blue Jays Royals. This is one where we have Michael Walker going against Kevin Gausman. Great pitching matchup, except for the fact that Kevin Gausman has an 8+ ERA. So that's kind of where we look into this game, and there is a strong lean towards taking the Royals. The Royals have been kind of my darling team, kind of my cash team, if you will. Very strong ROI, taking the Royals day in and day out within the Major League card. So that's one where we're going to have a very strong lean towards the Royals, especially at a plus price at plus 111, but no official play. I really want to get behind it, and that's kind of where I'm at within that one. But no official play for me in this game. Next game on the card, the White Sox and the Twins. Let's go back to Old Faithful, okay? We're going to basically just run up this run line within the White Sox ball game. We're going to play that narrative until until it basically tells us to stop. All right, so let's take the Twins on the run line. Go back to the well. We're able to get that to was able to get that to cash yesterday at a plus price. Now we're getting it at minus 112. So not a plus price, but still some value. Pablo Lopez. Let's see if he can have some success, and we'll see for the Twins at home to get it done again against the White Sox. Minus 1.5. Lock it in next official play. All right, Diamondbacks, Cardinals. This one almost made the card as an over. I like the fact that it's a low total at 8. The Diamondbacks running out Tommy Henry, sub-7 ERA, going against Steven Matz. I think this could be a potential 7-5 in that territory kind of game. So I almost made the over. I leaned towards the over, but no official play. All right, Mariners, Rangers, next game up. This will be a game that I'm going to kind of take Dane Dunning. I'm looking for him to have a strong outing. Okay, this is a very strong pitching matchup. Going against Logan Gilbert, 2.33 ERA. I like the fact that the Rangers are coming off of a good win against the Braves. Granted, they had a day off on Monday, but now they're at home. Okay, plus 102 in a coin flip game. Great pitching matchup. Better lineup for the Rangers. Let's take the Rangers at home at a plus price. So I'm going to lock that money line in at plus 102. It's a little fishy, and I just don't really care. So that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm looking for the Rangers potentially to have a little bit of a coming out party. Let's get them offensive bats surging. Okay, so let's take the Rangers plus 102 in this game. Lock it in. All right, next one up is the Padres-Rockies. No play for me. Going against the Rockies at home is always not a fun endeavor. High total at 10.5. Probably would lean towards taking the over, but no official play for me in this one, okay? And then the next one up and the last official game on the card will be the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to go back to the well. We're going to take the Orioles at a plus price, minus 1.5 at plus 113. Back in the Grayson Rodriguez train, all right? He's had an outstanding start to his season, and Griffin Canning, not so much. 0-3 on the season, 8.05 ERA. We saw last night the Orioles got it done 4-2. Not able to cash my over, though, at 8.5, but it's okay. We still made some money with them. I think they were even a plus price yesterday against the Angels. But that's where we're going to get them at a plus price again today. Plus 115 you can find, but I got it at plus 113. On the run line, minus 1.5. They have a plus pitching matchup, and this is something where we look at, once again, and what happens with the Orioles and, just being able to absolutely destroy right-handed pitching. I look for the Orioles to put up 5+ runs and get the job done with ease with Grayson Rodriguez holding down the Angels in this matchup. So lock it in, run line, Orioles plus price. All right, next one and the last game up is Luis Severino, Logan Webb, another great pitching matchup. Severino is pulling his weight for the Mets, 12-10 on the season. Giants 11-13 on the season. This is one where you'd lean towards the under for sure. 7.5, too low of a total, so I'm gonna cross this one out. No official play. No official play on the side as well. I don't like betting against the Giants at home, and the Mets, from all accounts, have been stronger to start off the season than since that initial wave of letdowns where they were absolutely atrocious to start off the season. They have rebounded very nicely, so possibly would lean towards the Mets, just not against the Giants at home, and the under is way too low to have an official play. So that about wraps it up. Let's do a quick rundown of my plays. This is kind of a high score for me. All right, 6 official plays out there. Let's try to go 4-6. Let's try to cash some tickets and have a very profitable day. Keep that momentum running. Sorry about that. And let's get it going. All right, we've been able to cash on a pretty good streak here on the channel. For those of you that have been backing me, congratulations. Also, my channel members out there, appreciate you guys. A lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening here on the channel. Working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And if you have not yet looked into that, it's just kind of my way of saying buy me a coffee. I don't charge for picks, so my channel membership is always going to be available for you guys, $9.99 a month, and that's just kind of my way of saying, or having you guys saying thanks and giving back to the channel if you deem that appropriate. Okay, I don't like charging for picks. I'm not going to do it. So that's just kind of my way of doing it here on the channel. But I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Make sure you all subscribe down below. Smash that like button on your way out. I thank you all for watching it, and have a great night. Let's cash some tickets, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Cheers.